Hi everyone, and welcome in this course called Getting Started with AWS Pentesting. My name is David Rollin, and I will be your guide during this course. I'm an industrial engineer with over 15 years of experience in network security in some large multinational companies. I have been helping them moving their infrastructure to the cloud, and I'm also a university teacher in cybersecurity. Here are some of the professional certifications I own. There are a couple of professional level Cisco certifications, as well as technology specialist level F5 certifications. I also own the CEH, CHFI, and ECSA from EC Council, the GIAC Certified Penetration Tester, and the AWS Solution Architect Professional, and I'm also a CISSP certified. Now let's stop talking about me and let's talk about the course. The cloud market is huge and AWS dominates this market with over 1.4 million companies moving their infrastructure on their platform. Attacking cloud targets is different from attacking on-prem targets. Therefore, pen testing in the cloud requires specific knowledge and a different methodology compared to pen testing on-prem equipment. In this course, I will show you cloud-specific pen testing techniques as well as a methodology to follow during your pen test. The training will be divided into two courses. The first one is called Getting Started with AWS Pentesting, and the second one is called Advanced AWS Pentesting. It will end with a real-world pen test from A to Z. The first course, called Getting Started with AWS Pentesting, is divided into 5 chapters. The first chapter is the only non-hands-on one. It will discuss some important theoretical subjects, such as a methodology, but also legal aspects when pen testing in the cloud and more particularly in AWS. All other chapters are hands-on, starting with the setup of our lab. I suggest you create your own lab and try out all the demos I will do during the course in your own lab. The 3 domains we will cover after that in the first course are pentesting EC2, S3, and IAM. EC2, abbreviation of Elastic Computing Cloud, is a virtual machine on which you can install any operating system and application. S3, also called Simple Storage Service, is a widely used file storage solution from AWS. And last but not least, IAM is the Identity and Access Management in AWS. In IAM, you specify who, but also what can access services and resources in AWS. This will conclude the first course of the training. The second course will continue with the pen testing of several other services, starting with AWS Lambda. This service is a great serverless event-driven compute service. It offers great possibilities, but if not perfectly configured, it also brings great threats with it. The second chapter will be divided into several sub-chapters covering a bunch of services such as RDS databases, Route 53 DNS service, simple email service, key manager system, cloud provisioning automation with CloudFormation, and Elastic Container Registry. We will then investigate logging and monitoring and see how we can manipulate these logs in CloudTrail and GuardDuty. During these 2 courses, we will use tools such as Scout Suite and Pacu. This chapter will dive deeper into these 2 applications, and we will see how we can use these to automate and remain consistent throughout our pen tests. Finally, as promised, we will go through a real-world pen test from A to Z. This complete pen test will conclude the course, as you should now be ready to continue on your own and make the cloud a safe place for your client's infrastructure. Also, a previous experience is not required. It is beneficial to have existing knowledge in AWS, Linux, and general pen testing. The more you have, the better. If you don't have any previous experience in one or several of these topics, you will gain these during the course. It should not be a blocking point to take the course. You should have a computer with one of the following operating systems. If your computer runs on Windows, I recommend Windows 10 or later, as this gives you the possibility to run a Linux simultaneously with Windows using Windows Subsystem for Linux, WSL. If you are using an older version of Windows, you can still run a Linux machine on this EC2 in the cloud. This will not surprise you, but you do need an internet line. I guess this is not an issue if you are watching this course. There is no internet speed requirement. If you have a fast internet line, lucky you. If not, don't worry and continue on. The goal of these two courses is to provide you with the required knowledge to run your own pen tests and also give you a methodology to run these in a consistent way. You will gain confidence to run your own pen tests. The real-world pen test will show you how to start, run, and finish your pen test from A to Z, making you a trusted AWS pen tester. Now let's get started with the first chapter. Remember, it is the only non-hands-on chapter, but it is an important one, so if you can't wait to start pen testing, please be patient and go through that theoretical chapter first. It can save you from going to jail. Thank you for watching and see you in the next chapter.